And now I am basically doing it differently.
That good will be ultimately the code that will be produced.
Cannot outsource that part to the AI, so
The quality of the code will ultimately depend on the context that was given to the GenAI agent and to the model underneath. So the software engineer is going to be the one who will be writing the specification. So how good are the specification and the contexts? That good will be ultimately the code that will be produced. But in order to maintain the quality, we need to isolate certain parts of the code into smaller segments that will be able to check the quality of them.
When AI and code and codecs and all these coding agents starting to be very famous and kind of creating some kind of hype, I actually experimented with that I use them in the way that, hey, here is what I want to build it. And now I am basically doing it differently. I'm developing with the AI in the kind of chunks that I tell code implement just this small part, then I review it and I am kind of steering the agent that, hey, this is not correctly, please do it that way, or I am defining the architecture differently, or I tell it first refactor this part of code, so I'm kind of doing these small iterations with the agent, and that helps me to keep the quality same way as it would be me manually coding that.
Best answer is to still have the knowledge, to have the domain knowledge, to have the infrastructure knowledge, the code knowledge, so you cannot outsource that part to the AI, so you still need to maintain the same quality to review the code. I know it's hard because AI generates a lot of parts for you, but if you have the knowledge and if you split the jobs into smaller parts and review of that, I think that you can maintain quality.
Technical debt is something that's unavoidable in terms of the speed of at which code is being produced. So I would say there are no concrete steps in order to mitigate those, other than being more careful in how to assemble the context that was given to the GenAI coding agent. So that was maybe the first step that can be done. But as I was saying, there are multiple products that are tackling the same problem, so nobody solved this completely, I would say.
The technical debt was always there. If we have now AI agents or if we don't have them, the developers are creating the technical debt because of the trade-offs they need to make, because of the deadlines, whatever things are coming to them, they need to do some trade-off and they leave the technical debt. And it's the same with the AI agents, and I think actually AI agent can help us to solve this technical debt. We just need to, again, like I was answering for the first question, to steer them correctly, that the technical debt is not even created anymore.
All the standards we have established in the past, so we should not break down the security pillars, the SDLC pipeline, code reviewing, SAST analysis in everything, and lower the gate quality. So it should even be put higher, because just to keep all the standards that are well established, even the code is now generated by AI and not written by the engineers. So yes, just stick to the good old basics.
Engineers need to still be able to understand the technicalities, high-level architecture. They don't need to necessarily understand every line of code, but high-level architecture, how things are connected, how system works, how we can scale solutions, and stuff like that. We still need to be aware, and therefore we need to not vibe code our applications, but we need to use agents to do agentic coding actually. So to answer your question, I think yes, it is not just that it is sustainable. Engineers must learn how to vibe code or agent code, otherwise we will not keep up with our other competitors. This is what we have to learn. This new kind of high-level language, we need to learn how to use it and develop new products.
Vibe coding is not just, I would say, not just the short-term boost, maybe somewhat of a trend that's setting. Dark factories as kind of ultimate trend are the ones that incorporate vibe coding into the workflow. So we look at the code less and less. So I would say with the software engineers doing vibe coding, it's totally different as opposed to like somebody from other departments who are non-engineers and doing the same thing. So this is like totally different things. So I think that vibe coding is going to like evolve into agent engineering, and this is going to be, I would say, like the way that software is going to get built in the future.
I would say it depends where will you publish this code. So if it's something like for your hobby, some proof of concept, then vibe coding is fine because it will not reach the production, the clients will not use it. So yeah, maybe for that vibe coding is good, but for something that reaches the production, so you should, as I said, keep the SDLC pipeline, keep the same security pillars, keep everything like it was, or even a step higher, because yeah, it's production environment. So yeah, you can vibe code, maybe that vibe code is the same quality or even better the ones you used to write by hand before, but yeah, don't break down the pillars. That's it.